Alright, what up guys? E-King Fight News here. Canelo Alvarez misses weight, but the message we're getting is, you know what? Both camps agreed. It's all good. It's okay. Canelo Alvarez make weight. He didn't make weight. Who can tell the difference? It's just 1 pound, right? Fuck that shit. Canelo Alvarez taking advantage of Alfredo Angulo. Um, that's how I see it. He could have made weight. It's 1 pound. You could lose a pound in a day if you wanted to. But who knows how his weight cut cycle was. He clearly did not do the same things he did to make the weight in the Mayweather fight, because he knew he had to make that weight. The pressure was not there, and in this case, the professionalism was not there. Canelo Alvarez could have made that weight. It's 1 pound. You as much as you could say, oh, it's 1 pound. Who cares? It's just 1 pound. Dude could have made that weight, but he chose not to go through that physical endeavor and just come in a pound overweight. And literally, what was it worth to him? 100K. It's worth 100K out of his check not to make that 1 pound. So that'll show you the kind of attitude. That's a big personal reflection on Canelo Alvarez and his attitude towards weight. And it's a matter of time before we see this kid at middleweight. I think it's just a matter of time, because that 154 mark, I don't know if he's got it in him anymore. Especially in this case, his toughest fight. But this is what Richard Schaefer had to say. Of course, he's sugarcoating a little bit. I think Canelo is okay to continue on 154. It would have, if it would have been a title fight, I'm sure everyone would have made 154. It's not a title fight. It was agreed between the two camps to change the weight to 155, and it's consistent with the Nevada rules, with plus or minus 1 pound. Initially, the fight was contracted at 154, but both parties agreed to 155. Everybody is happy with whatever arrangements were made. Of course, he's speaking on both fighters. you know, Everyone's happy. But what surprised me even more was, apparently there will be a second day weigh-in this morning, Saturday morning, where neither fighter can weigh more than 168 pounds. So that'll be interesting as well, because I know Angulo came very high. He came in very high the night of Arislani Lara, and also I actually forget what Canelo weighed on the night of the Floyd Mayweather fight. I don't think it was enormously big like super middleweight, but you know this is the first time I've heard of a rehydration clause, except for the whole Arislani Lara situation where apparently there was a rehydration clause, and it just was completely ignored. Now it is being publicized, and I don't really understand why. If you want to have the day before weigh-in, um, and have a rehydration clause, it's, I guess it is what it is. It'll be interesting to see what comes of it, and if that's actually taken seriously as well, because clearly this weigh-in was not taken seriously at all by Canelo Alvarez. Um, and it's hard to say if this will actually be a weight advantage. However, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people who took that Orlando Salido shit, and wanted to make so many excuses for why Lomachenko lost that fight against Orlando Salido, and especially the HBO commentators, putting that idea in their head that Orlando Salido wanted to do it intentionally, and just didn't care about the weight. And I'm just saying, if y'all want to criticize Orlando Salido, then you have to criticize Canelo Alvarez here by not making that weight, because even Orlando Salido, he lost his title on the scales there, and who knows if Canelo Alvarez might do the same thing. And y'all gonna sit here and say it's only 1 pound, but you know, it means a heck of a lot more when you lose your title because of your own wrongdoing. So just let me know what you guys think. Is there any hypocrisy here for people that may have criticized Orlando Salido, someone that's been in the division for 12 years? 12 years in the division. How long Canelo been here for? And he can't even make the fucking weight. Let me know what you guys think. It is what it is. Who you got for the fight? Fuck, I predicted Canelo, but I got money on Angulo. but don't. Is this 10 or 12 rounds? Yo, let me know on this one. I don't know. Is it 10 or 12 rounds? And I think Canelo could win by decision. I think that's being underrated. Let me know what you guys think.